What up, everybody? At the end of the last episode of Raising Kanan, episode 206, it's a business. Man, we got the voice of OG Kanan speaking. And he says, they say this is all business, that it's never personal. F that. Sometimes it gets personal, really personal. When that happens, bodies start dropping fast and hard. So I want to look into the unique verse rock beef. And I want to see, is this business or personal? And does the streets need a body when it comes to either rock or unique by the end of season 2? Because if you go back to season 1, we got a meeting with Detective Malcolm Howard and Unique, and he tells Unique that there can only be one king of the streets, that he is betting that it's gonna be Unique. Well, right now there's the queen of the streets is Raquel Thomas. So here we go. Let's get into this and the beef and what's going to happen. Is this business or personal? And for the most part, it's business, because when we go and when Unique robbed the bodega, Lou started it, and he said this is business. Marvin was like, basically, what about him trying to kill you, sending a hit out to kill you, whatever. And Lou told him this is business, this isn't personal. Rock said this is business, and Rock also said this is business, and Neek said it always has been my brother, or something like that. So Neek said it was all business. So for those three, it was all business. But I want to possibly see, is Unique playing a deeper game to get back at Rock? Is he playing the long game? We already know he's playing the long game, but does he have a personal vendetta against Rock? Alright, so let's take a look at their beat. So at the start of season 1, they would have meetings, and they were kind of like coming to some agreements. Then Buck 20 got shot by Kanan and his friend D-Wiz, and that kind of put some heat in the streets because a kid got killed and different things. Now Howard's asking questions, and that's when he told Neek that Raquel Thomas don't follow the code of the streets and whatever, that she need to get gone. So they had that conversation. Stuff started really getting heated between Rock and Unique. This is when the beef that got hot. I'm gonna try to go through this in order. If I'm not in order with this, forgive me. Tell me in the comments. But here we go. I'm trying to keep it in order. If I'm out of order, but this is when the beef got hot. Is when Rock gets the drop on Unique's supply, because you remember they both had the same supplier, the guy who played bingo, with his grandma all the time, was their connect. They had the same connect, and Rock met up with that dude's right hand man and got the drop on Unique supply, and she went and told Howard about when the drop is gonna come in, and Howard busted that stash. And after that, Neek knew it was Rock who did it, so he found out that Kanan was dealing with Buck 20's ex-girl, and he rolled up on her and said he was going to put her mom in a rehab if she gave him any information on Kanan or anything he knew about Kanan's mom's business. And she gave him the tip on the stash house. So that's when they were able to actually rob half of the stash house before Marvin pulled up and stopped them from robbing the other half. So that's when the beef started getting a little hard, a little more turned up. We had Scrappy get his eye taken out. We had the hit on Worrell from Lou, and we just had that come into question in the last episode if Lou missed on purpose, because we've actually had that discussed about 3 times this season already. When they started working with Warrell, when Warrell was when Neek robbed the bodega, and just on the last episode 206. So we've had that discussion 3 times now this season about Lou's hit on Warrell. And we had the Warrell, or the Unique sent Warrell and crew to put a hit on Lou. And both those were weak, because I mean, Lou missed this dude from close distance range with a Tech 9. He should at least had another gun in his pocket or something, you know. But he missed him with the Tech 9, jammed, whatever. Warrell's hit on Lou, I mean, it almost worked if Marvin wouldn't have saved him. But in the end of the day, I mean, if someone is shooting at my house like that through the front and trying to set fire to it, I mean, I'm not gonna sit there and try to shoot it out with them. Maybe get my gun and shoot out with them. I'm gonna get my gun and I'm gonna crawl through the back door and I'm gonna get out of there. So that wasn't even that good of a hit either, because Lou should have been able to get out of there a lot easier than having his brother save him. And he ain't really, you've never seen him show much gratitude towards Marvin for saving him either. Shoot, that was me, and my dumb self didn't know how to get out the back door and end up passed out from the smoke. I mean, I've been indebted to the brother, man. But anyway, then the beef hits the alt and escalates when Rock ends the competition by putting Unique in jail for the shooting of Detective Howard by having Kanan wear his jacket while he did it. So that ended the competition. She took over those apartment buildings after that, and Unique's organization completely fell to nothing. And Warrell, either he's a snake, looks like he's a double agent, but it's never really been confirmed if he actually is. There could be somebody else who was giving Unique that information and not Warrell, or it probably is, but it was never actually confirmed. But yeah, his whole organization went down. And she took over. He got out of jail. He had nothing, and he's just now starting to get back up. But he went to jail, and I want to get back to that. Rock sending Unique to jail. And then in season 2, we also have Unique gets out. He finds out about the bodega, and he also robs the bodega. And that's when we have the conversation I just had about it's not personal, it's business. And then in the last few episodes, we have Neek working with the Italians. He had a beatdown of one of Rock's employees, but I don't think they took the truck. Then the second time they actually stole the school bus that Warrell was driving. They didn't beat Warrell down, but they stole the school bus. And then we have him, manipulate his way over taking over Jersey for Rock. Now he works for Rock, and he runs the New Jersey Distribution Center. I just say that. Neek runs the New Jersey Distribution Center. So, the question is this beef business or personal? Because for Rock, I think it's all business. For Rock, it's all business. And it don't have to be personal for Rock to take somebody out. She'll take somebody out for business quickly. It don't matter for her. For Neek, on the other hand, yeah, it all was business for a while, but Rock has played really dirty with Neek, and she's done had him go to jail now, and at that point, and lose everything. So there's a little bit more than just business. So let me say something. When I was in the streets, in the game, the life, whatever you want to call it. When I was in the life, I was all business, 100% business. Nothing took me off my business. I didn't get into no personal matters. I didn't have time for no personal beefs with nobody. I didn't have not one personal beef. I didn't get into none of that while I was in the game. I got into some stuff, but there was no personal beefs that was going on, really. I had some stuff I had to do, but it was not out of a personal vendetta or beef. At one point, I went to jail. I didn't get back into it once I got out. I was done after that. I went to jail, went to prison. When I first went into jail, my mindset turned personal. I started thinking about every person who ever owed me money. I started thinking about every person who crossed me. And I started wanting to get real personal. I thank God that I didn't. When I got out, I was a little changed. But for a minute when I first got in there, I was getting real personal. And I was about to make me a list of who I was going to go after when I got out. So, Neek done had his life flash before his eyes. He's facing a possible life sentence for killing a cop. He did survive, but still shooting a cop. If he would have been found guilty of that, he's going to be doing at least 10 years, 15 years in jail. For shooting that cop, that's a whole nother level, just shooting any old body. For shooting anybody, attempted murder, that's still gonna get you a long time. But attempted murder on a cop, while that man was in jail, he had to have been thinking, man, this could be my future for this could be my future forever. Even this could be it for me. I might never get out of here. So while he's having those feelings, and in his suspicions is that it's Rock. I mean, he knows, he don't know exactly how it went down, but he knows Rock is the one behind it. It's more than business for Neek. He said it's always been business. But I don't believe that. For Rock, it's business. For Neek, I don't think so. At this point, she's cost him too much. And what she did was foul to him. We seen when Kanan got out of jail, though he did 10 years compared to 3 months. It was all personal between him and Ghost. He wanted to hurt Ghost where it would hurt him the most. So is Unique trying to hurt Rock where it could hurt her the most? Could we see, even if it's all business between Rock and Neek, just trying to move into her business, trying to learn how she doing things, and trying to take back over his own, start his own shop up. It could be just business, and could be reason for Rock to try to take Unique out. Or we could see Neek taking Rock out by the end of this season. I'm gonna say, if I had to make a prediction, one of these two are gonna be gone by the end of season 2. It's gonna be the major point in season 2. Might be wrong, might be till season 3, but these two's beef is reaching a boiling point. It's reaching a boiling point, y'all.